Welcome back. So last time I replaced my hot end and everything was working fine until it wasn't. I later discovered my printer was giving me errors with the error code TE2762. Basically, my auto leveling sensor was malfunctioning. Guess who had the fun time of replacing that unit? Anyway, before we get into what I did to repair it, if you like what you see here, please comment, like, or subscribe to my channel. It would help me feed the YouTube algorithm beast. Without further ado, let's get into it. So I think the pressure plate was damaged according to what the device is telling me is damaged. So I think it's this plate right here that's damaged, as you can see. So what I've done so far is I've removed the top plate, which had 3 screws, and then I've removed the data cable, power cable here, plus the plus the tube for the filament. Good grief, do you want me to remove that too? So next, okay, let's this one off to the side. It's the bottom 3. Under the fan. And then moving so remove the 3 right screws and then 3 left screws here. This is where it's kind of handy to have one of these little electronic screwdrivers. The one I have here is Fantech. Let's see. So the top, so if it's the back side, back panel with the take off as well. Remove the top part of the assembly. Let's see how that could work. Huh? Sir? What? Okay, that was the confusing part. That was really confusing. So there's a few cables you have to remove back here. If I had a mirror. Hold on, let me see. So I'll take you to the back, and on the back side, you have to remove this cable right here, and this black one right here. So I'm gonna pull out these. I'm gonna try to. Or that set of cables right there. Or maybe not that one. I'll leave that one plugged in. But this black one and this top one right here, they connect to the lower half. And that should allow us to just take this top part out. Just kind of wiggle it out. Okay. Let me set you guys down on this side real quick. Am I missing a screw or something? Oh, there we go. Ooh wee. I got it out. There we are. Success. All right, and it's this part right here that's the white part of it that we have to replace. I think it's bent or something, or the pressure's off, so we gotta do that. All right. So here we go. Once we get that out, so we're gonna remove the filament detection cable right here. Hold on, let me get some pliers. Okay, got that out of the way. That out. Save those two. And then flip it over this side. Take out this one. To that side. Take off the front ones. It's a little bit longer. So pull that out. push this button back. Huh. Oops. Huh. It's supposed to be flush. Why is it not flush? Because did I use the wrong cable or button? I think I did. Yep, I did. Okay. What? Oh, I see. It's supposed to come out. There we go. And then you take care to remove this part carefully. Try not to break it. That way this gets separated. Remember, you gotta push this lever back to release it. Don't forget. So take off these two, which I had done earlier, right here. Just part of the hot end. Lots of screws here. We're gonna hopefully not mix them up. Another one, put it over here. There's another one. Whoops. Right. Right here, these two. Oops. This is out. Well, this was the part I replaced last time that was damaged. Let me quickly show you that. Here's the one that was damaged last time. So I replaced that, but then later the pressure plate was damaged. So now I'm taking it apart now again to replace the pressure plate. So here we go. So now what? Now, this is the back side of it. We gotta unplug What are we unplugging? We're unplugging this one right here. We gotta pull back some of the tape as well so we can get it out. I don't think we have to pull it all the way back, but we do need to pull some of it back so we can get this thing out of the way. There we go. There it is, exposed. Okay. Now you gotta make sure you're still holding the motor in here, otherwise it's gonna fall out. But the 4 screws you wanna get to are right here. Get that one right here. So 4 screws for that. And then when you pull it through, make sure it comes, it's gonna try to lodge itself in there. You're gonna have to try to pull it through carefully. And there you go. Yeah, for whatever reason, this pressure plate is damaged, I guess from the last time. So here is our new one. And then we're gonna reassemble everything in reverse, okay? If you guys can see that, I'm gonna take it out. Alrighty. Let's take a look at this bad boy. They gave us some new screws, but we're probably not going to use those. I'm just going to keep them as extra. And here is our new one versus our old one. So I'm not quite sure. I thought it was this part that was missing that might have been causing the problem. But even on the new one, that's sort of the same issue here. So I'm not sure what it is. The only thing I can think of is that maybe I don't know, maybe something got damaged. But also the discoloration, I think, is also apparent. I think maybe the coloration is causing some issues. Okay. Here goes nothing. I'm going to put the new one in. So basically, we're going to do the same thing, but just in reverse. So make sure you kind of squish it back in there. Sorry, don't do that. Oops, here we go. Put it in there. There we go. And then go back in reverse. Oops. Oh golly. Okay. Ooh. So that's back in now, right? Go towards the back. Plug him back in. Okay. Now, what do we do next? That doesn't seem like the right way to do things. Huh. Not quite. Not quite the direction I was thinking. But alright. No, I don't think that's the direction that you guys... I think this was... I want to say you want to put this back on first. So we slap this bad boy on. And then we kind of smoosh him back in if we can. Okay. Put this back in. Put the screws in first.
All right. 2 larger screws, the longer one below, slightly shorter one on top. Okay, I think it was 2 screws here, 1 screw on the other side. Okay. And then we'll plug the cutter cable back in. Right. This is back in. We gotta plug these 2 back in. All right. So here we are. I think we're good. Oh. The white one goes at the bottom. Plug it in while we still can. Right there. Oops, nope. X-nay on that part. Push that in. Click. And right there. Push that in. Click. Okay. I think everything's reassembled. I just gotta put that back in the top assembly. So after replacing all that, we're gonna go to this, and normally it's over in access temp, but we'll go over to calibration. We're gonna check all these, and we're gonna start. Well, okay, we'll see. Don't want to speak too soon, but I think it's working. I think I'm on my way. Cross my fingers.